West Coast. We're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Only one team will keep the winning waves going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense. Getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down Denver. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third and long for him here. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
At the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Herbert from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Throwing the out route complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
First down now, ball at the 33.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, they go with Harris. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Give him 13 on that play.
13 yards,
and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's another
so fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He gets a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play here. Hampton. Nothing doing on the draw block. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Escapes the pocket. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Well, his coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Harvey now to return it. Looks away from 1. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Fights his way through a tackle. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
Nick's quick out wide, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Nix holds on to it. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. That goes does a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Choke the ball himself for a big run.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos reach pay dirt for the first time this game. George Pickens the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Darius Davis to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On the counter, it's Hampton. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
When no springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. From the red zone on 1st. Catch made. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Harvey now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos and George Pickens set for this next possession. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Nickel look by the Chargers here, third down. Here he goes, third and long. Into the hands of Pickett. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
That's money in. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down. We've set it down from 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Herbert now off the play fake. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 15 at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
Herbert. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos and George Pickens set for this next possession. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On third down, here's Nix.
The third down pass. 3 plays and out.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. He'll start from the 39. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 41.
The Chargers send wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. So first down from the 41.
21.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Set.
Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
380. Run. Set.
Herbert with a blitz coming. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But the Chargers were the first to get to that one, so it'll stay with them.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. And he will have a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers blow their lead just before halftime. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on out for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Chargers 28, Broncos 14. Cameron Dicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. On first down, it's Nix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles Big Six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? They even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was gimme 6.
Chargers 35, Broncos 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter. But that is enough time to get a drive together. Back to the air. Nix after the pick. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan's favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Nix off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, broad pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
His money out route. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Nix to throw again. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's
3rd and long for Nix. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're reversed. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And it's 4th down.
Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this at the 19. And his return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bound.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This is to Harris, working the outside. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And now they face 2nd down.
Patrick Surtain.
Back to throw it. Brought in by Gadsden. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter.
Bradley Pinion.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. On return, here comes Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
The stop by DJ Jones. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running it with Hampton. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Has him on the quick hitter. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
On 3rd down, Herbert. It's caught left side by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. From that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Harvey now to return it. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. Nix with it on 1st. He finds Pickens left side. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Denver.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here he goes again. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. George Pickens the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
On return, here comes Davis. Things going well so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And even after giving up the score, they still enjoy a 3-score advantage, so pressure not too heavy just yet. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Cut out left. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person that when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Harris once more. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they push their lead to 23.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. The Broncos and George Pickens set for this next possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Ball in left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Dump off caught by his back. Breaks the tackle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, Denver.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Anthony Walker. The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. Back to the line they come, second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be third and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's done a decent game before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers send a wide receiver, Lad McConkey, set for another drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Zone read will give to Harris. That play good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Herbert from the gun. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
This is hauled in by Harris. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hampton gets the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really thankful I don't play.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Looking for his wide receiver there.
Incomplete.
So that brings up fourth and long.
J.K. Scott.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Broncos take over first.
Denver set to take the field on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Nix looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix connects on the crosser. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play. Stand. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until they play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
He was brought down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now they have 3rd and short. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throw left side, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 6.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. One's complete. It's Brian outright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Denver.
Now Nix. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Nix now to
and
throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. And this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
6 yards. And it's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And those are the hurry up here.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
Shotgun hands out to Harvey. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing here, Nix.
At the 21-yard line.
Completed over the middle.
Nix
And this one doesn't go far. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line fast.
Sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's fourth
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Chargers getting set. First and 10.
Set. Grenade. Grenade. Ready.
Here's Hampton over the drive. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, still at the 38. It's second and 10.
Set.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. Breaks through and breaks away. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Staying on the ground with Harris. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Offense to the line. Second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Set. Set.
Running behind center with Harris. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. Third down, and they need to get 10.
Third and 10.
5-9.
Air it out on third. Short pass brought in. This gets the first and more. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Set. Go.
Out of the pistol to get to Harris. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
At the 7-yard line.
Harris gets it on the counter. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.